whoever's watching this video. Today I'm going to show you how to make this carrot charm. They're both different designs, so they look a bit the same. This one, has a smaller, thinner bottom down there, and the other one has a bit thicker and rounder, see? And today I'm going to show you how to make the thinner edged one. And if you want to make the thicker edged one, I'm going to tell you the steps anyway, but I will be doing this other one. Today you'll need your loom set in straight positions with your arrow facing towards you. Start by taking two of your green topper bands, two double bands, and put from there to the top left peg to the next one on your left. Do the same with all the pegs. The middle peg and the side peg of the side peg, like the right side peg. Push these all down because we're going to have lots more bands. Hold on. Take two green bands again and put from the second peg on your left to the second peg on your middle. Do the same, but from the right to the middle instead of the left to the middle. Sorry if I haven't been speaking very clearly, but your loom should look like this. It should have first three double green bands from all the top pegs to the second pegs, and then double bands from the left to the middle, and then double bands from the right to the middle. Now I'm going to start putting orange bands. This is not the end of the green bands, so you should keep two because that's all the more that we're going to need. Take two orange bands and make a row of double orange bands. And I'll just be a minute because I'm going to do something a bit strange, but it helps me. And I'm just putting it there because that's where we're going to stop putting bands. It just helps me know where we're going to stop, otherwise I might go on forever, which wouldn't be that good because then we'll get a really, really long carrot. And you don't want that, do you? And if you do, you can keep on going for rows and rows more, only you'll still keep on following my steps. Because I'm just doing little baby carrots. Oh, and repeat that step 3 times. Like, 4 times. Repeat that step 3 more times, not including that time. So we're just going to keep on putting double bands. I think I put triple there, yep. Okay. And now, I'm very, very slow at putting the bands, but kind of quick at looping them. Which is like the worst thing, because everyone finds it so easy to put the bands on, and then really hard to loop them. So if you see me going really slow on putting the bands, and then really fast on looping the bands, it's kind of irritating. So I'll try and do faster here, and slower later. And I know my voice may sound a bit strange, like it always does on cameras. For some reason, whenever a camera records my voice, it just goes crazy. It doesn't sound like me. Sorry if I made you jump. It was just my loom right onto my elbow. Nasty cough. Here we are going to do the last double bands. probably way past this period. Now, once you do all those rows, I would like you to stop at this row of pegs once you've done 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, like I said. And now, this band here, I did say we were going to stop the looming here, and I wasn't kidding. Because now we're going to stretch from the right, not across, but down, not horizontal, but down to the next peg in the middle, diagonally. From the right to the next peg in the middle, the next empty peg, really. Do the same, but from the left to the middle. Sorry to get this band. Oh, seriously, whenever I get a band, I always grab the wrong band or one false or something, because I need double bands. We've been using double bands for the whole entire period, and I'll tell you when we just need to use single bands for the cap bands and all that. And horizontal bands. Now, we're going to put quite a lot of cap bands. Like I said, weren't over with the green yet. So go over here, and no matter which one you're doing, you're going to wrap it around 3 times around the right peg on the second row of where the green meets together. And do the same on the left, but leave the middle clear of bands. And now we're going to have to put an orange cap band. And now, this is the part that makes it either tighter or looser. I'll be wrapping around 4 times. 2... Oh no. Oh, okay, fine. This is really irritating when that happens. Okay, this is annoying. Okay, here we go. So, if you're making the same carrot as me, you will be doing all looped bands, but if you're making the carrot with a little bit of a thicker end, like this one, not this one, which has a thin, oh wait, which one's which? Oh yeah, the thicker one, I was right. If you're doing the thicker one, then you'd be just looping around 3 times, but if you're doing the same one as me, kind of tight, you'll be doing it 4 times. Depends how tight you want it to be. You can even do it 5 if you want to be really, really tight, but then I don't recommend that because that will just snap the band, and if it's like and see a lot, oh, I even forgot to put horizontal bands. What was I thinking starting to hoop? Take a single orange band, or we've been using single for the cap bands too. Go across the next row of bands. So you get the top row with the tying off bands, the second row with the green cap bands, and then down to the next row, and that's where you put your single bands, not wrapped around any times. And then you take another single orange band, you go through the next 3 pegs, but this time it's a bit more difficult because you have to wrap it around twice. Oh my god. There's something else which makes the tighter one unique from the other one, and I'll tell you that when we get to the last turning around. The next one's the same. Turned around twice. And then the last one you have to turn around 3 times unless you want it to be thicker at the bottom, like mine. So I'll just be doing it double. So okay. So all you have to do is normal. Put it around the 3 pegs. Turn it around. Sorry, but this is very, very, very annoying. So I might be jigging around a bit. Okay. It doesn't really matter which way you do it, and if you can do it with the bands, it's embarrassing. I used to be able to do it, but now I can't because this band is very silly, but yeah. So if you can twist your orange band 3 times, do that. If you cannot, just do it around 2 times. Just show that little thing on the horizontal bands. So when that happens, okay. And now you can start hooping. You don't have to turn your loom around for this because you would have had the arrow facing towards you. But go inside the cap band, grab the first 2, which should go to the left. And then go inside the cap band and grab the bottom 2, which are now no longer the bottom 2. But the only bands on the loom that you are able to grab, and hoop those to the right. So you get kind of like a V. And now go inside this horizontal band and hoop this one up. So this peg is completely clear of band, and this is as well, apart from the cap band. And now you can start hooping the normal triple single. Sometimes the bands can be a bit tight around these double loop bands, but that's alright, because that's how it is with everybody when they're hooping these bands. And sometimes I get complaints before I put this video on, because, you know, I'm actually only turned 8 2 Saturdays ago, or maybe 1. So I've just turned 8 1 Saturday ago, so yeah. Looks like one of my bands snapped or something. Oh no, I've got my band, Oh great, okay. So I'm going to have to take my loom away. Stop when you get to the green band pegs. Oh yay, got it. I'll just make a nice little teardrop. So if you can't see a teardrop, push it a little bit, and if it's quite hard, and if it doesn't, and if when it slips around, it does not make a teardrop, then you have grabbed the wrong bands and reverse it. You grab the horizontal bands, in fact. And if you grab the wrong bands, here's another clue to check if it's the horizontal bands. It will also have made a strange little pull in the horizontal bands. It always will make a little pull. But if it's strangely coming from the bands you just hooped, you'll know it's the horizontal bands. So I'll kind of do this for you. So it will look kind of like this. I'm not going to hoop the whole way because that would be disastrous. That's what it look like. And you would also hear a big click of the band going, well, you know, up. I'm holding it like this, not because you have to, but my row in the middle moves and wobbles quite a lot. The last row of orange bands that I have to hoop. I'm sorry if you can't see my loom properly. No, actually you can, but it should look like this, and I haven't finished hooping the last row. So once you've done what you need to do right now, it should look like this. Your loom should look like this. And then we're going to start hooping the green bands. So what you do on the right, oh no wait, which one's on top? Yeah, it's the right. Is you go inside your cap band, bring the first 2, oh no, wrong, I grabbed all of them, okay. So I'm just going to take my loom away, but I'm just hooping the ones that go to the middle, not the edge, which will be tying off bands. It shouldn't be that great. Okay. Okay, so you reach inside the cap band. Now just... Yes, got the middle ones, and the ones ones that hooped in the middle, of course, you hook them where they come from, the middle. You could have guessed that if you've been hooping for a long time. But if you haven't, then you would have wanted to know that. So then you do the same, but on the left, because of course you would have to grab the tying off band if you were to do it again on the right. It shouldn't be that great because, you know. Now go to the right and grab the tying off band this time and bring it up. On the sides, the tying off band isn't so necessary. But I still like it to give the socks a bit of a thing, you know. Okay, so this one's going to be very tricky. I've got myself into a little fix. There we are. I'm not sure if this is the right band. No. There we are. Just pop that back. Now this time I've got the right band. Okay, it looks like I have just lost my band here. Now, let me get inside. So this one goes here. No, okay, so I'm going to take my loom away from here for a moment. But you know, I'm just hooping the middle one. Don't tie it off yet because you don't know what I'm going to do, which is very kind of very different. But yeah. So I need to find that band. Come on, cheeky little bird, come out of here. Okay, looks like my carrot is not going on at all well. Okay, it looks like I found it. so it's going to take me a while to hoop these. Well, never mind. It'll tie it off anyway. So you will have definitely hooped the right bands, and it should look like that. Do not go inside the pegs, but go to the right and grab the bottom two from the outside and hoop it over and just release it. Do the same with the left and the middle. And now, they should look a bit tighter at the top than they are at the bottom. But that's okay because I suggest... Ooh, okay. Well, that doesn't matter because it's already hooped. Yours should say on if they're not as desperate to get off the loom as yours. Ha ha ha. They shouldn't exactly, be desperate as I'm going to kill myself, but Okay. So then you can take it off of your loom. Oh, and it doesn't matter if you use a metal hook, it doesn't do any harm at all. Apart from maybe stretch your bands a little bit more than mine, but that does not matter. Because, with one person at school, since this is what I was trying to talk to you about earlier, my friend at school, I'm only an 8-year-old, I've just turned 8 last Sunday, so yeah, I just turned 8, but yeah, so I used to teach my friends how to make these little things that I made up, and also ones that I got from ideas from other people, and I made this completely up by myself, and yeah, I'm only 8, but yeah, so that's how it should look in the loom, but that was not my story, so you see, you can just cut bands and I'll tell you the story while I'm doing that. So when I told my friends, they don't listen very much, they listen enough to pick up how to do these things, but they don't listen very much. And sometimes they do things wrong. And the way I discovered the thicker end was that they accidentally did a thicker end, and they did it 3 times around. And that's how I got the thicker end idea. So there are your carrots, and carrots if you did more than one. I suggest one day you do the other one that you didn't do. But, yeah. Technically the thicker end was my friend's mistake, not my idea. And and if you're interested in what the 3 charms came to, the whole idea of the carrot came from a carrot charm video, which I didn't actually watch, but I just saw, and that's where the cutting the ends was from. And this bit of going across was the strawberry charm idea, which looks really good, like as if it was really growing from a plant or pulled out of the ground, whatever you choose to call the carrot. But and also the bottom was actually a shape of a snow cone that I once did, the cone part. But there you are, your carrot. I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye bye, see you next time. And I also recommend you look at my triple scoop ice cream video, which I put on just before I turned 8.